Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. I'm Natalie. I teach the art of hand balancing, and this is day number 3 of our Build Your Handstand 30-day challenge. Let's start our warm-up on the floor today. So meet me here on the mat, on your back, and first just put the feet down and allow your back to completely spread on the floor, really allowing your weight to fall into the floor, and feel your spine lengthen as the back muscles relax. Now pull the right knee and then the left knee in towards your chest, and just place your hands on your shins here. Maybe you have to readjust your back on the floor, and then just pull the knees here into the chest gently. And now you may feel a little pinching feeling here in the front of the hips. If that is the case, then focus on consciously relaxing that part, releasing the muscles that grip, so that you pulling your knees closer in towards the chest flattens your lower back on the floor. Then bring the knees together and then just move the knees here gently front and back with your hands. So you don't have to pull much on the knees, but just move them back and front and enjoy the feeling of your lower back moving against the floor. Okay, and then just pull the right knee in here in towards the chest and lengthen the left leg. Really make sure that this left leg is straight and lengthens while you're pulling this knee in towards the chest. And then release and change sides. Pull the left knee in here towards the chest. Lengthen the right. And if you want to, you can also try flexing the feet. That gives you a different stretching experience than pointing. And then just release the left and bring both knees up here. Again, prop the feet up to the floor. And then just move the knees from left to right, just loosening up the lower back. Okay, and now just lengthen the legs here on your mat. I would like you to take the arms overhead. Before you take them overhead, take them in front of you. Make sure your elbows are straight. And now I would like you to bring the arms here overhead and just notice what happens in your back. Keep the elbows very straight and notice how now automatically as you do this, your lower back and the chest sort of rise up towards the ceiling, creating this slight arch here in the back. If you want to do that one more time from hands here in front of you, bring the arms overhead. So depending on your shoulder mobility, this may arch quite a bit. So in a handstand, once we get to the handstand, we always want to make sure that you flatten this part here, pulling the stomach in towards the spine, keeping the back neutral, while your arms stretch up overhead. So let's do this one more time, except now this time when the arms go overhead, you also think of pulling the stomach in towards the spine to prevent your back from opening up towards the ceiling. So arms here in front of you, and then arms overhead, and now really pull the stomach in towards the spine. If your arms don't touch the floor completely, that's all right. They can be here as well, but make sure that you keep this part of your stomach engaged, strongly pulling in towards the spine. All right, so that is what we want our core engagement for in the handstand. Let's from here start straight away with core engagement exercises. This time we do 14 taps left and right of the ankles. So Bring the shoulder blades off the floor and tap your ankles for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14 only. Come back down to the floor. Let's tap the knees 14 times, except this time I'm going to go for opposite knee of the arm 14 times. Really make sure you fold the chin into the chest as much as possible so that you aren't straining your neck. Lift the shoulders off the floor and tap for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Fabulous. Very, very good. All right, let's turn around to the front here. And today we are going to interlock the fingers here in front. And this time I would like you to lift the back and the arms off the floor like this. Really, really squeezing your glutes as much as possible, pushing your thighs into the floor, and lift 8 times for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. And relax. So now let's just lift the right hand, pushing the left into the floor. And let's lift 12 times for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Other side for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, great. Now push yourself up onto the knees straight away here. Let's do our shoulder opener. Hands come here to the front and you open down towards the floor here, elevating the shoulders. Okay, and then come back here to your knees and let's fan the fingers out in front. Arms are in a diagonal. Push up onto the fingers for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, come to a 4-point position. Let's prepare the wrists a little bit more. This time I'm going to step my right hand close to my knee here and then try to push the palm to the floor. Maybe you have to bring the shoulders a little bit further back. And then I'm going to step it back. Same thing on the left. Step the left hand close to your knee. Try to bring the palm flat on the floor gently, being mindful of your maximum point of shoulder mobility. Bring it back in line with the other hand. So as I take the step here with my hand, I really consciously push the fingers into the floor. Consciously push the fingers into the floor here with the right. As I step the hand back, front, left hand. Consciously push the fingers into the floor. Try to bring the palm flat onto the floor. Come back in line. So as I step the hand back here, really make sure that your elbow is straight and adjust the position of the shoulders as much as you need to. Come back in line. 2 more times. Left hand and right hand and left hand. Okay, very good. Now push yourself up onto the feet into our squat position here. Try to come to a very compact position, as compact as we were on the floor, yeah? So no gap between the rib cage and the thighs. And from here, we're going to rock gently back and forth, taking a bit more weight into the arms and hands here, and then rock back. Rock to the front and rock back. Rock to the front and back, in front and back. Okay, now from here, try to straighten the legs. Walk the hands a little bit further front. Let's try to make it here into a downward facing dog, or approximating a downward facing dog. Pushing the sit bones up to the ceiling, heels into the floor. Try to bring the shoulders a little bit closer to the floor. I'm not going to stay here for long. From here now I'm going to step the right leg in and the left leg in, and the right leg out and the left leg out. Right leg in, left leg in, right leg out, left leg out. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Step into a wide squat here. So step your feet here to a wide position, bend the knees, and gently move from side to side. So your hips should be lower, as your hips should be higher than your shoulder line. It's just about loosening up the hips a little bit, bending the knees left to right, left to right. And then let's take one deep squat here, bending both knees. Maybe you have to adjust the legs slightly and push the knees out to the side. Deepest squat possible. And then straighten the legs. Bring the feet back into parallel. Bend the knees. Roll back up to standing. Step the feet in. Let's roll the shoulders backwards. 1, 2, 3 to the front. 1, 2, 3. Now let's pull the shoulders again up to the ears for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's push them front and back for 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Arms up above you. Before you take them up above you, let's check the elbows. The elbows are locked out. And then the arms go up. And try to not bend them on top here, but keep them straight. We're going to elevate the shoulders up to the ears for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push 2 wardrobes left and right of you like a Hulk to the side. Shoulders creep up. Shoulders push down as you push the wardrobes away. Maybe this will also give you a bit of a nerve stretch. If you feel a sharp stretch here across the forearm, those are your nerves that run from the fingers to the neck. Good to stretch them. If it becomes too intense, just flex the hands a little bit less. So let's pull the shoulders up to the ears, push down and up and down and up, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 more, 8 and 9 and 10. Excellent, very good. Now the next exercise we will do with the wall, where I would like you to face the wall and then just allow the shoulders to sink in and then push the wall away. Yeah, so it's like my shoulders are moving back and front, back and front, back and front. Now I'm pushing the wall away without bending the elbows, just purely by moving my shoulder blades here on my back together to bring the shoulders back, move the shoulder blades apart to push the shoulders front. Shoulder blades together, shoulder blades move away from each other. Shoulder blades together, and they move away from each other. So that's what we're going to do against the wall 10 times. Slightly leaning towards the wall here in a diagonal so that you have a bit of weight in your hands, and compress the shoulders, push them into the wall. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wonderful. Okay, come back to your mat. Let's do side planks. And this time I would like to not only hold, but dip the hips up and down. So this is what it's going to look like. Either you've got your hand here by your hip, and this is version number 1. Version number 2 is you also support yourself with the other hand, push yourself up and down like this. So it's about maintaining a straight line and lifting the hips as much as possible, pushing with your side muscles. So let's take it first with the right hand on the floor, fingers are spread, and the hips go down and up for 10, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. Come through the center to the other side. Same thing. Remember what we said about the fingers spread, fingers pushing into the floor, and elbow is straight. So into your supported side plank here, hands by your hips, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, great. So this time I would like to do 3 holds. The first one in a 4-point position, and then lift the knees off the floor, and then 2 more with 1 leg alternating behind you each time. So first it will be the right leg, and then off the floor like this, and then the left leg. So it's kind of like the step before doing a full plank position, which is what we're going to do in the next sessions. So I really would like you to pay attention now to spreading the fingers, keeping the elbows straight, pushing the shoulders into the floor like that, maintaining a flat back, and pulling the stomach in towards the spine. Let's hold each position for 20 seconds. And the first one will be prop the feet up, knees lift off the floor together with me for 20 seconds. Lift off for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Come down to the floor. So these ones can be actually quite hard on your thighs. This will get easier over time. And bring the hands here behind you. Allow your chest to really direct to the front. Open up to the front as much as possible. Stretch into a diagonal. Hold it. And come back to the 4-point position. The right leg shoots out to the back. And then lift the left knee also off the floor. Hold it here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 5 more, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Very good. Come down to the floor. Stretch the hands behind you. Chest opens up to the front. And breathe. Come back to the 4-point position. Last one. Now the left leg goes behind you. You prop the right foot up and lift the right knee off the floor. Here, hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4. Dig the fingers into the ground. 7, 8, 9, 10. Flat back. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Very good. And come back to the floor here. Very good. So now you can stay seated or stand up or sit on a chair. I'm going to sit cross-legged for our shoulder stretches here. So take a breather and a sip of water if you like. It's very important to prepare the body before you start to do proper handstand practice. And that is what we're going to do this week in the first 7 days. Prepare the body so that you are ready to do the first weight-bearing attempts, handstand kick-up attempts, and you have the support of a good amount of body tension and also wrists that are ready to take the load. Now, whether you're standing or sitting here, just take the arms to the side and really stretch to the side as much as possible, feeling the width across the back here, feeling your arms like wings sort of growing out of your upper body. And relax. And now stretch up towards the ceiling. So same feeling of width, same feeling of the arms really growing out of your back, shoulders coming up towards the ears. And relax. Now let's do the same thing into a diagonal behind you. So it's a low diagonal here. So this time your shoulder blades really have to pull together towards each other while you still keep that feeling of width here, the arms growing out of your back. And relax, and let's do one time the same thing to the front. The arms are really growing out of your back, rising from your torso like wings out into the space, shoulders coming to the front here as much as possible. And reach, 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 reach. And relax. Very good. Okay, let's just again move the head left and right, up and down, and then stretch the side of the neck, because you will feel that when you do lots of planks, your neck starts to tense up. So let's just move the head left and right gently, left, right, left and right. And now don't crank the head back, but just move the chin up to the ceiling. Up and down, up, down, and up, and down. This time we're going to take the right ear towards the right shoulder, reaching towards the floor with the left hand, and just gently stretch the side of your left neck. Come back to center by lifting the head. Other side, left ear comes to left shoulder, right hand pulls towards the floor here. Gently stretching the side, the right side of the neck. And then lift the head up to come back here. Now just flex your hand here the opposite than you would in a handstand. And just gently press with your palm here into the back of the hand. Just very gently. It's quite a sensitive part of your wrist. And hold it. And release. Other hand, same thing. So just let the hand hang here in front of you like a fish. And then press into the back of the hand here gently until you feel a gentle stretch and resistance here across the back of the hand. Make sure your shoulder doesn't creep up to your ears. And hold it. And release. And let's finish the class the way we started, on our back. Propping the knees up here. And again, finishing with that feeling of width across the upper back and maybe even the lower back. Really allowing your weight to drop into the floor and letting go. So it's a skill to engage your muscles, and it's also a skill to let go, to release tension and to switch it back on when you need it. And with handstands, we work with our weight, manipulating our weight. So having a conscious feeling about where your weight is and picturing it dropping into the ground, feeling your groundedness is an important part of handstand practice. So if you want to stay here for a bit longer, feeling your weight drop into the floor, you may. Other than that, come back up to sitting, whichever way you like, rolling over the side or just rolling back up. Thank you very much for practicing with me again today. And I hope to see you again tomorrow. Let me know how this is going for you, whether you have any questions, you find anything difficult. Yes, that's it. See you tomorrow.